Hello everybody, this is Kyrix with another edition of This Week in Kyrix. Today is Wednesday, August 10th? Yes, of 2016. Ugh. It's been one of those weeks. Not necessarily one of the, oh my god, I got a bitch weeks, but oh my god, what the fuck weeks. Okay, so I think I mentioned earlier, last week in this case, that I had gone to, what's it called? I went to the KFC buffet to have chicken and biscuits. You know what, as a matter of fact, I recall going into great detail about how much chicken and how many biscuits I had, so yeah, I definitely told that story. Well, there's more to the story than the story, as silly as that may seem. My bike tire went flat on the way home. Because, you know, shit happens. Anyway, that in itself, not too bad. However, my tire is, shall we say, complicated. Put about 10 of those in. There we go. Let's make some fucking money. I'm tired of being broke. And with summer starting soon, matter of fact, summer will start in-game at the start of next week, in fact. But yeah, with summer coming up, I'm gonna need some money to buy some CDs. Anyway, my bike tire went flat, and due to the fact that most of the tires, and by most I mean all of the tires I have found that are the size my bike will take, have the Presta valve, which is ridiculous, because just getting the damn thing pumped. So I call my friend and I'm like, hey, can you come up here Monday? The plan was I was going to get some bus fare, go down Monday to visit him, take my bike, go visit my mom and get some money from her, go to PetSmart, the Banfield specifically, and get my flea medication for the girls. Why do I get the feeling I'm missing it? That's right, I think this is the week of the dance. Anyway, yeah, I fucked the dance up. Anyway, I was supposed to get all that stuff done. You know, get the flea medication, come back, etc. Well, it Florida. If you've ever lived in Florida or been to Florida for any length of time, you know what rain is like here. I don't think this came up since my last recording, or I don't think it came up before. But basically, I was walking Maya, you know, my dog, and we were coming home. You know, she pooped, she peed, everything was good. She wasn't in any kind of trouble. She was a good little dog. We were walking home. We get about 2 houses away. So we're talking like a 3-minute walk at the worst. And I hear something behind me for half a second. And then suddenly, BAM! Downpour. Not, oh look, here's a drizzle. Oh, Maya, we better get home before we get soaked. Just tap, tap, tap. What's that? Oh god, rain! Severe rain, in fact. So yeah, it was raining all day, and I didn't want to walk all the way to the bank because I never thought to get the money out. And the roommate's girlfriend, because my roommate was at work, wouldn't take me, which I don't blame her. She didn't like going out in the rain at all. It was bad enough she had to work in it. So that killed that plan. So my friend I called him, and he happened to be in the process of getting his cans recycled, and his mother was driving him, because he doesn't have a car anymore. And she agreed to drive him up here, so he came up to patch my tire like he does. And all seems good, you know, aside from getting whacked with a cane, because I have those kind of friends. But, anyway, yeah, he smacked me around with a cane for a little bit, because he does. That's just the kind of friend I have. And, we thought everything was good. Bike's patched, all's good. So I leave it alone because it's fucking pouring. So I go out later that night when the rain stopped, intending to go to Wawa and get some lemonade. Well, just out of my innate sense of bike paranoia, which has been built over a period of years in which I've been fucked in every way, shape, or form by my bike, I grab the tire, only to find out the damn thing is utterly flat. Like, no air in it at all, and I know we pumped the damn thing before he left. So either the patch didn't hold, which could happen, or there was a second hole, which I think is what happened, because I seem to recall a hole being in like 2 different places, but for whatever reason I never brought it up. So this is kind of my fault. So that leads into today, later today, because it's like 5:30 in the morning, because I'm a wonderful procrastinator, but at least I'm getting it done the day of instead of like Thursday at 1 in the morning. Anyway, the plan is my aunt's going to bring my mom over to visit me, and I'm going to see if she can swing by and pick my friend up to patch the bike again. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows for me. Turns out, nope, I want the seaweed. I use that a lot. Nope, not there. Wait, shouldn't the apple be in the fish? Yes, it should. Get the fucking fish box. Give me that. Anyway, I was supposed to make it to Kyrix today, but my bike was done, and I really can't afford to spare bus fare. So I called my friend, or I texted him, he's like, yeah, I can't make it either. Or I can't make it to pick you up because my car's on the fritz, so I'm getting a ride. He's like, if you could get a ride up here, which I couldn't, I can take you home, but long story short, I didn't make it, so I stayed home all day. No place. Which is really sad, because I was absolutely looking forward to this one. This one sounded so much fun. And I don't get it, and it makes me sad. But, it's not all horrible for me. I recently did an episode of Harvest Moon, a game I haven't really touched as recording in a while, and even with it being short, it still ran like an hour and a half. It's still, episodes run longer than this does. But I got an episode of that up in time, because it was supposed to go up today. So that's great, I got that out of the way, that's nice. Where's my silo? Is it done? I don't think it's done. I think she's just starting it still. Ah, fuck, it's done. Where's me grass sickle? Arr, give me grass sickle. Seriously, I need my sight now, please. Straightforward. Also, 5 of these. Now you know why I let the damn grass sit for so long. Because basically, I don't want it to go to waste. I want it all to go in that silo so that when I eventually get animals, which I'll probably do around year 2, because there's no real reason to rush it in this game. Like, there's no cow festival, sheep festival, chicken festival. And I'm not as concerned about turning a profit in this game. So, yeah, I don't need to overload on animals. Because in the first playthrough, I'm thinking, oh, there's gotta be festivals and shit like that, and it's gotta be important. So I loaded up on animals, and it was totally unnecessary, really. Embarrassingly so. But yeah, I got an episode of Harvest Moon done, so that's going up today. Actually, that's already up as I'm recording this. Matter of fact, to be technical, it went up like 5.5 hours ago. But nonetheless, I'm caught up. Well, I'm not nearly caught up. I'm up to date on those episodes. Caught up would imply that I'm good for weeks to come. However, I am caught up on one thing: Dead Rising. Because there was always a little bit that I still had left to do, you know? And that was some small cause of concern, because I didn't really want to do it because there wasn't a whole lot left to do, because I've beaten the game 2, possibly 3 times on screen. And there's only so many times you can do that, so I basically mix it up a little bit, because I've got to get the last 2 batches of survivors in order for me to really be completionist. And you'll find this all out later on in the year, you'll get the specifics of it, but basically, I decided to have a survivor army, where I basically get all the survivors that I can, give them guns, and march around and let them do most of the heavy lifting for me. You know? I think it goes up to like, nope, it goes to 240. So yeah, I got a decent, goodly amount cleared. That's nice. And I've promptly turned all that to feed. So now, once I can get some more clay, I will do that all over again. I will get another one, and I will do the same thing over again. And then I'll have 480 pieces of grass, and so on and so forth. And when the day finally comes that I get animals and barns and coops, cool things will happen for me. Yay. But yeah, I'm going to do a thing I shouldn't, which is I am going to go into town and make a copper axe, because I need one. Lemonade. So yeah, I've recorded a grand total, not all at once. When I say this, this is my grand total. I've recorded maybe 6 episodes in total, but I have a total of a green algae for 45. Not bad. For Jody. Which one's Jody? Oh, hi. Blonde hottie lady, please. Please come speak to me. A fish taco. You're mean. But, yeah, which one is Jody? That's Jody. I vaguely know where Jody lives. So yeah, Dead Rising 2, 51 episodes done, which means I record one more and I'm good for the freaking year. You know, which I am totally cool with. And I mean, why shouldn't I be, right? It's good shit. So, that means that the game that follows it, which will be Undertale, that is set in stone. Basically, I asked Sammy, should Undertale follow Harvest Moon or Dead Rising? She's like, do Dead Rising, mix it up a little bit. I'm like, okay, cool. So, I should have Dead Rising done probably later today. Like, done. Dun, dun, dun. And, I thought you were Jody. Oh. I didn't take the thing, did I? Well, I pissed off Jody and wasted an algae. That's fun. Accept quest. Let's try this again. But, yeah, just a couple little things here and there. I should have this done by, like, later today. Then I can work on, probably do another episode of Harvest Moon, just so I'm caught up again. You know, good for the week kind of thing. And then I will just, what's the word? I will do Undertale. I'll do my final run on Undertale. Then I'll post that up right after Dead Rising, and those will go on my hard drive, and I can move on to the next thing. I'm loving the fact that I'm getting so caught up on everything. Like, once Harvest Moon is up and running, I can just... Oh, fuck, did she leave? Please tell me she didn't leave. God damn it, now I gotta track her down. Damn it, Jody. Damn it, me, for not doing the thing in the first place. Probably at the store. Usually. No? There you are. Talk to me. Bitch got 2 of them out of me and I only got paid once. Anyway. Yeah, I'm loving this. Xenoverse is going to be good until, like I said, about 2018. Final Fantasy IX is done. And matter of fact, it's done like 2 or 3 weeks into next year. Lego Jurassic World is done and chased by Evo, which is also done, which is really cool, actually. And Digimon World isn't done, but it's caught up to the point where I'm pretty much done for the year. Harvest Moon, I can grind out relatively easily, and then I've got Suikoden 1 to chase it immediately, so that's another 25 weeks of stuff right there. Metal Gear Solid, Snake Eater's done, Tron Bond's up right now, and I have the means to do Portable Ops, which I will be starting fairly soon. Okay, so Final Fantasy, Xenoverse, Harvest Moon, Digimon. Hold on, start again. Dead Rising, Harvest Moon, Digimon, Metal Gear, Final Fantasy. I always do this. I always fuck them up. Lego Jurassic World. And no, hold on. Let's do the D's first. Dragon Ball Xenoverse, Digimon World. Then Lego Jurassic World. Harvest Moon. Final Fantasy IX. I'm getting close. Dead Rising 2. One more. What was it? What was it, you idiot? I have 7 videos going up at a time. What the fuck was it? Damn it, I don't know. I always do this. I always get stumped on the last one. And the worst part is the last one always changes. I never forget the same one twice in a row. Which I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Alright, let's start with the ones that are done. Final Fantasy's done. Jurassic World is done. Snake Eater's done. Dead Rising, we're going to say, is done. Harvest Moon, not done. Digimon World, effectively done. This is going to bug the hell out of me. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to look at my schedule. Where's my schedule? Okay, Final Fantasy, Xenoverse, Digimon, Metal Gear, Dead Rising, Harvest Moon, Lego Jurassic World. Somewhere in there is the one I missed, and I know I've mentioned all 7 of them at some point during this little rant of mine. But yeah, it's just, it really is. And not in any kind of forgivable way, either. I kind of forgot what I'm here for. God damn it, stop bobbing and weaving. Fucking things. I hate those things. There's a big old puddle of nope down here. Let's deal with it, shall we? No, he didn't get a chance to harden. Nice. Perfect. Alright, yeah, I mean, some of these things are so close to being caught up, or they're flat out done, or they're enough that I could cheat them for the rest of the year and not fuck with them. Which gives me time to work on other stuff. It's like I was saying... I probably said it during Harvest Moon, because I had a lot of time to do it. But, I want to do a lot of little projects as well. Like, I've got Ninja Turtles here that I could probably knock out in about 6 hours. And that would provide me with... let's say 12 episodes, just fucking around there. Which isn't much, but you gotta figure that's 3 months of footage. Which which is not inconsequential. It's not great, but it's also nothing to sneeze at. And because I'll have those 12 weeks, that's 12 weeks where I could be working on something big like Xenoverse. Xenogears, sorry. Could also be working on Xenoverse. But I mean, that just lets me spread it around a bit, so that if I have enough little things that last 20 or 30 episodes, then I can devote energy to big projects that require a whole lot more of my time and energy and gaming investment and such. Also, on the recreational front, I've been playing Pokemon Conquest, because I have been in a Pokemon mood, partly because Pokemon Go came out, which I have erased from my phone because it's just not doing it for me. It just doesn't have enough of the shit that I associate with and love about Pokemon. If you like the game, no problem. Love it as much as you want, I'm not judging you, but it just doesn't do it for me. You know? Like, I was explaining it to a friend that one of the main things about Pokemon is, oh, it's about friendship and getting to know your Pokemon and becoming partners and trust and all that. Like, I used the example that, let's say I caught a Magikarp and I want a Gyarados. If I'm playing a real Pokemon game, I would get the Gyarados by putting the Magikarp in the front of my party or handing him an XP share, depending on which game I'm playing and how far along I am into it. And then either swapping him or just letting him soak XP until he hits level 15, at which point I can either continue doing what I was doing or actually let him fight small things until he hits level 20 and becomes the Gyarados. Which is how things should be in a game about trust and friendship. But Pokemon Go works like this. Oh, I caught a Magikarp. I want a Gyarados. I better catch 100 more Magikarps and give them all to the professor. And then I can feed those candies to my Magikarp and make him a Gyarados. And then I can catch more Magikarp and release them too, so that I have candy to level my Magikarp. Just doesn't work for me. And it would be a little bit more forgivable if you could just buy, say, rare candies that work on any Pokemon. But you can't. You legitimately have to catch them. Also, and I told this to a friend of mine, and he had a kind of a snarky response, like, oh, you just catch it. I pointed out starters. I have a Charmander as a starter. In a normal game, I would take that Charmander all over whatever region I'm in, and just level him, and he'd be so powerful, and he'd become Charizard, etc. He'd be the backbone of my team. Because that's how normal Pokemon works. What the balls? Oh, ancient seeds. Don't want this. But, because I've never seen another Charmander, I'll never have a Charmeleon or a Charizard. Even though that was literally the first Pokemon I caught, it doesn't matter, because I don't have more of them. No more means no candy. No candy means no anything. No levels, no evolutions, no usefulness, no screen time. And it just, in general, kind of sucks because of that. So yeah, I've been playing Pokemon Conquest because I like that game. It's a fun game. A lot of fun. And I've been playing that a bit, you know, trying to 100% it a bit more. I honestly am debating whether to resume my Pokemon Conquest LP that I recorded years ago, like 2 or 3 years ago. Or just starting it over with the knowledge I have now, because it was originally a blind run and I fucked up a lot of things. And just starting over and going to town on it, you know, and doing it for realsies. And I can't really decide one way or the other which one I want to go. I mean, they're both valid ideals, you know. I mean, it's not like either one's the wrong decision, so to speak, but they also might not be the right decision. So, it's anyone's guess exactly what I'll do in that case. Let's see what we got. defense and immunity. +1 defense, but no immunity, so screw that. They look nice, but they're not as good for me. But, so yeah, I've been playing Conquest a little bit. I love me some Conquest. It's a lot of fun. Roots platter. Okay, whatever. So that's pretty much what I've been up to, and I've got a lot of work ahead of me still. Like I've got to knock out those handful of episodes that still remain for Dead Rising. You know, if I plan to make anything of that game. I likewise am going to need to come on. I likewise am going to need to get right back into Harvest Moon so I can accomplish something there. I've got to do Portable Ops. I got to do Turtles so I can send that back and get the HD collection and start on Peace Walker and the other Metal Gears. There's a lot of fucking shit I got to get caught up on. I mean, I'm not going to say it's not fun, but it's not fun. You know what I'm saying? In the sense that there's a lot of fucking legwork I have to do, and I'm not necessarily looking forward to anything. Because it's a time-consuming fucking mess. But, yeah, that's what lies ahead for me. I'm gonna get it done. I mean, so far, I don't think, aside from This Week in Kyrix, which is always an optional thing, I don't think I've missed a deadline this year. And let's face it, I don't really have viewers for This Week in Kyrix, you know? I mean, it's not like it's, oh my god, it's my top-rated program! Ah! No, nobody fucking watches this. I don't even watch this. But it's not about who watches it, it's about giving me an outlet to talk about shit. And if you do watch it, if you do love it, whether it's because you love whatever game I'm wasting time with, be it this, or The Sims, or Minecraft, or whatever, then that's awesome. Thank you, I appreciate you. But if you don't, that's okay. I don't watch it, why should you, right? But again, it gives me a chance to clear my head, think of some things. But imagine my surprise when I find out that my Harvest Moon is, for me at least, extremely highly rated. Like, lots of people watch it. I have like 177 views on my playlist. Now, that doesn't tell me how many of those have any kind of viewer retention. For all I know, it's, oh, I'm watching 5 minutes. No, fuck, it's farming. Goodbye, you know? For all I know, they're watching all the way through. It's kind of a pain in the ass to look at my, my statistics, my, analytics. Just because of the sheer volume of videos I put out in a year. I mean, I don't think you realize the fact that I put out, like I said, when all is said and done, just my scheduled videos. That means the videos for Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and This Week in Kyrix. I put out over 400 videos a year, just with those. And that doesn't count if something else comes up, like, oh, hey, here's a thing, I'm doing this, or, oh, this is a thing, or, hey, I've got a new capture card for this system, or this system. Or, yeah, expect games like this, or, oh, I'm doing a collab, or, hey, shout out to this person. You know? Speaking of collabs, I have to, it's not really a collab, but it's a contest. I have to get off my ass and resume the charity run, the 4-Job Fiesta, because I haven't fucking touched it. And it's for charity, so it's kind of important. To me, if nothing else, you know? I mean, come on, if you agree to do something for charity, you damn well better do it. And I've had a pretty bad track record of that the past month and a half. So I need to get on that because I just do. See, on the one hand, I've got all these dozens and dozens of videos that I've got to record, but on the other hand, they're opening up so many things for me because I recorded ahead of time. Like, to me at least, on paper it seems like, oh, I've got this, I've got this, I've got this. And then I actually look at what I've got and realize, oh, wow, Harvest Moon is literally the only thing I'm in any danger of running out of time on. So, just using Harvest Moon as an example, I have, 32 out of 48 videos done. I basically did some math, and it comes out to a grand total of 48 videos when all is said and done. Unless I miscounted, which, okay, doesn't really matter, you know? But Digimon World, just the shit I have enough to get me through the year. Dead Rising, I record one more video, and I have enough to get me through the year. Xenoverse, I have enough to get me through the year. Final Fantasy, done. Final Fantasy, done. Jurassic World, done. Metal Gear, not done, but I have enough leeway with it that it doesn't really matter that I'm not done right now. Because, like I said, I've got Tron Bonne airing, and I've got about 20 episodes of that up. So, I'll have Portable Ops knocked out long before that comes due. And once Portable Ops is done, I'll get the HD collection, I'll do Peace Walker, and I already have Ground Zeroes done, all 6 episodes of it. Then the Phantom Pain will come out, and then I'll do Metal Gear 1 and 2, and Solid 1 and 2, and then Solid 4, and maybe Revengeance, I haven't decided yet. I mean, when all is said and done, Metal Gear could get me through quite a bit. Plus, there's the idea that I might potentially merge Metal Gear Monday with the old Mega Man Monday and Mech Monday. Where I might say, okay, here's Peace Walker, now here's Ring of Red. You know? Now here's Battle Network 2. Now here's this, now here's this, now here's this. And between those 3 types of games, like I've got Front Mission Evolve, Front Mission 3, Ring of Red for mechs. I've got all 6 Battle Networks plus Network Transmission. 1 is already aired, but I don't think I ever put Network Transmission up, and 2 never finished recording. But I've got those. And then I have the entire Metal Gear saga. Between them, I think I probably got about 5 years of programming for Mondays. If I ever sit down and do them all again, you know? And if I can find some dedicated time to just sit down and knock these out, I could probably knock out a game every 3 days. Just completely. But that requires constant effort on my part to just do nothing but that. And when I say constant effort, I don't mean like, oh, I gotta force myself to. I mean, in order to knock out a game in that amount of time, I have to spend a lot of time on it. Which isn't a bad thing. You know, you get the effort you put out, you know. If I put the work in, I get the work out, kind of thing. But I mean, I can't have things coming up, like I can't get sidetracked. I can't watch YouTube videos. I can't take a nap. Which those are the things that cut into my time more than anything, because I don't have many chores around here, and I do them relatively quickly. The cats come and get attention constantly, as does the dog, you know. So that's not a big deal. But I like to watch things. I like to watch things while I play games, and I can't do that when I record. Like, that's why I don't mind grinding off screen, because, like, oh, I have to grind this thing out for Xenoverse. I guess I'll turn on the TV and play this. Or I'll plug it into my TV like it's supposed to be and just watch YouTube videos on here or listen to a podcast or whatever. And that's how I pass my time. And there's nothing wrong with that. But you can't do that while you're recording. You know? I mean, I could possibly check and see if there's a headphone jack on my TV so I could at least watch YouTube's shit on there when I'm doing computer games. But the only computer games I do are emulated stuff and Undertale, really. And Undertale's almost done, so. Pop, 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 pop. I've decided that clay will happen when clay happens. I'm not going to go out of my way for it anymore. Oops. And I've blown enough of today that I'm not going to have time to mine at all. Very careful, don't knock my beans out, because that's still a source of beans and money. Oh, is that a rock? It's a rock. I got a rock. So, I mean, like I said, on the one hand, it seems like I'm just so far behind everything, but on the other hand, when I actually see where I really am with all these things, I'm really not that bad off. And so, it's kind of a weird state of affairs, really. So, I mean, I'm not complaining, because as far as work goes, it's not bad. That being said, I have had no luck on a job thing yet. The 15th, there's a job fair nearby that I want to try and do. So that's a thing. Hopefully that'll bear some fruit. Oh, it's getting dark because I can see my little light ring. Hi, Oreo. Now, right now, little cat. One of the things that I don't like that Oreo does, and I love that the cat wants attention, but she always wants it right when I'm trying to go to sleep. Like, I could be around this cat all day, and she won't want more than just minor pettings. But let me try and sleep, and she's all over me. You know? Hi, kitty kitty. There we go. That pretty much takes care of that. We're gonna sell this maple seed. Fuck it. So yeah, lots of stuff going down. Other than that, not too much that's very exciting going on. You know, just the usual crap. I mean, I wish more exciting things were happening, but they really aren't. And it's mostly a case of, oh, I gotta do this, I gotta do that, I gotta do that. And the funny thing is, it's all stuff that even if you're watching this and staying up to date on every update I put up, it's shit you aren't gonna see for months, you know? It's kind of like when I happened to watch that one Steven vlog where he was recording with the Runaway guy. It's like, oh, we're doing Legend of Zelda 4 Swords Adventures, and then like 3 or 4 months later, you actually got to see that. Which as a rule, I don't really watch the Steven vlogs, because I don't follow his channel that closely. There are only a handful of Let's Players that I follow closely. I do the Runaway guys, usually Proton John, not as much Chugga Conroy and Nintendo Capri Sun for some reasons, though I will marathon a lot of their shit. Lucajin sometimes, and Team 4 Stars Let's Plays I watch. Because, quite frankly, and this isn't really a knock against them, but quite frankly, their Dragon Ball Z stuff doesn't come out often enough to consider keeping up with it, you know? Leak. Caroline. No, I was wrong. I'm thinking, isn't Caroline the little girl? No, Caroline is Abby's mother. Which is cool. That's fine. There's nothing wrong with that. And I do happen to have an extra leak. I'm gonna take a leak on Caroline. What? No, that's bad. Don't do that. Now, before I give her this, the very important question is, have I actually accepted the quest, or did I just click? Because one is awesome, the other is maddening. Very, very maddening. I have accepted the quest. Cool. I'll go visit Haley, which will give Abby time to come out of her house. So I can give her some warts, because she likes it so much. Hello, Haley. Good morning. Yeah. That's one of the few things I don't live near now, is a mall. I wish I had money to actually go to a mall. That was one of the best parts of my early high school years, was just hanging out and going to the mall on... Well, not hanging out, but just going to the mall on the weekends, you know? Because I didn't really get an allowance, so what I would do is I would save up my lunch money instead and just not eat during school, so that I would have money at the end of the week to go to whatever at the mall. Like, I'd watch movies, or I'd go to Walden Books and get either the latest Animorphs book, or I'd get Anne McCaffrey books, you know, the Dragon Rider the Fern series, or occasionally I'd get something else. And of course, Mom and Grandma caught on to this, so they would... Okay, you can have the money that you would normally save, like, I think it was like, what I get, like $4 a month, or a week, or a day, I don't know. Let's say $3 a day. So I would get like $15 at the end of the week. So they just give me the $15, and sometimes I decide, well, 15 isn't enough this week, so I'm just going to skip eating a couple days. You know? Which promptly led to another increase in allowance. So yeah, I inadvertently used a hunger strike to get money. Oh god, what I just did reminded me of Lanny Pator's Sadness Fish. Where he rented a penny when she was sitting down and looking real sad, and he happened to have a fish on him, so he gave her the fish. Which just led to this running gag that apparently whenever he finds a sad girl, he just gives her a fish. To the point where sometimes he'd run past him like, oh, you're sad, but I don't have any fish to give you, sorry. Hi, Rio. Hi, bud. Found out today that Betsy likes popcorn. You know, she's just staring at me while I'm eating my popcorn. I just kind of give her a piece thinking, you're not going to eat this. No, she fucking chomped that down. I almost said choked, but that would imply that my cat had difficulty getting it down. Which for a short time of about, say, 5 or 6 seconds, I thought she was actually going to try to swallow it whole. And then I watched it, crunched it up. I'm like, nope, she's done this before. I actually don't give the pets much table food since I got Willow and Winkles. Simply because back when it was just Kisa, if it was something he could have, you know, before he was diabetic, you know, it wasn't poisonous, etc., I'd share it with him, usually. And when it was Kisa and Oreo, I'd make them split it, but I'd still share. Which really pissed Kisa off, because I used to make macaroni and cheese and let him lick the bowl. Well, I'd pull him out when there was still half of it left and let Oreo have some, and then he'd get too pissy to eat more. Which I don't blame him, but... And when I got Willow... Well, Willow doesn't care about table food. She really doesn't. She might bat at it, or maybe nibble a little bit. But aside from cheese, she doesn't fuck with it. And sometimes meat, though I don't really share meat very often. But yeah, it's just kind of a headache when you have 4 cats and a dog evenly distributing table food, especially since when one of them sees it, they swarm. Oh shit, I didn't even see you. The night came alive and whooped my ass, apparently. Well, there's my stairs down. I'm gonna take them. Because fuck it, there's shadow things coming out of the walls and I can't see. So yeah, as a rule, I don't really do table food just because when you have one cat or one dog, or even two of them, you know, it's easy to share table food, but if I share table food among 4 cats and a dog, there's no table food left for me to eat, you know? But Betsy was the only one really actively after the popcorn besides the dog. Well, she wasn't after it, but I gave her some anyway. But, I mean, I tried to give a piece to Willow, she didn't care. Oreo saw me feed it, didn't care. Winkle saw me feed it to her, didn't care. So I'm like, you know what, it's just the one cat. It's something that only she wants. I can share a little bit. I probably shouldn't share too much, but then again, it's not like popcorn has just become a staple of her diet now. Like, oh, it's 3 o'clock, time to give popcorn to the cat. It's just, oh, I have popcorn. I'm going to give 2 or 3 pieces to the cat. Because she loves it. This is bullshit. Too dark. Oh, I got another piece of amethyst. Sad thing is, I distinctly remember popping the amethyst out, but I kind of forgot that I did. Until I just happened to glance down and see it. I think I hear 2 of them. Nope, just the one. Speaking of the one, here comes another one. I hate killing bats. Bats are adorable. I like bats. Oh my god, so many bats. Stop the bats, stop the bats, stab their ass so they don't come back. Yeah, I bought the song, I don't care, I'm covered in bats. I just want some stairs so I can get down to the next floor. Thank you. That was, well received, actually. Alright, still got some time, so let's see if we can get down another 5 floors. Or at least find some fucking silver. Yeah, having played through this game once, I realized that all the really good shit comes later on in the floors, so it doesn't really pay to linger much. Because it's like, oh, there's so much copper here! Yeah, well, there's going to be even more copper on the lower floors. Okay, I'm going to get this piece, because I can see it. And, oops, these might hit something. Okay, all done. Hurry, 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 hurry. Alright, it would really be awesome to find some kind of a food thing before I collapse from exhaustion in the mine. Do I have a food thing of any kind? I do not. I don't think I'm going to make it down another floor. Maybe one. Nope, we're done. It's a pretty good haul, all things considered. I'm going to sell one of these amethysts just to see what it prices at. God, it's so fucking hot in here. I mean, I understand why. The roommate got the electric bill last month, and he decided that the bill was too high, so we needed to keep the air at like 80 or so, but God, I'm baking in here. So hot. And of course, I don't want to run my fan, because my fan is very close to... You know what? Fuck, I'm putting it on low. Don't care. I was about to say my fan's fairly close to the computer, but I need some circulation in this fucking room. And the ceiling fan isn't doing it. So you can just put up with the sound of the fan for now. Just sell one of all of these just for the hell of it. And even that geode. Shit, I've got some time to smelt some copper here. I'm gonna do that. I don't know if it's a placebo effect or if it's actually getting cooler in here, but running the fan seems to have helped a little bit. God, it's 6:15. It might also be hot because I'm tired, and the more tired I get, the less control over my temperature I get, to the point where I'll overheat even in comfortable temperatures. Which I think is a thing. It's an annoying thing, but it is in fact a thing. Probably going to put about 5 pieces of this copper just into the bin. Just so that I can make a little bit more money, because summer's coming up, and I got to make my money somehow. Tomorrow's going to be a woodcutting day. Because that's just the way I roll. Because my axe should be done by then. Of course, tomorrow we'll have to wait until next week, because apparently I'm coming up on almost an hour. I'm on 52 minutes and counting. According to my stopwatch here. And yes, I have a stopwatch. Deal with it. Sell. And sleep! Alright, what did I get? It's not horrible. Shit, acorns sell for a decent amount. Kinda makes me feel stupid when you consider how many I have on another save file. Copper bars, 60 gold apiece. I think it's just the leak. Yeah, just the leak. Alright, that's it for me. I'm out. I'm about to pass out, actually. I'm sweaty and tired. So I'll see you all next time. Bye, everybody.